Yo.
What up, everybody? It's your boy Lou, and welcome to the second episode of the 2 to 1 show.
Whoa.
And before I introduce a very special guest, let me introduce y'all to my partners in crime. Jack N to my right, my man Risky B on the left.
Yo.
And we are the 2 to 1 show. And a big birthday shout out to the guest, my man Joey Crack.
Happy birthday. Yo, Crack, how old are you, man?
Yo, I'd like to say, first off, thank you for introducing me in your 2 to 1 podcast.
No doubt, no doubt.
Appreciate it. You know what
No
I'm saying? I am born in 1984, so through the mother math.
That's a blessing, baby. That's a blessing. That is a fucking blessing,
For you illiterates,
man.
man, that's 34. He's 34, man. He's 34.
Man,
He's
I'm
34.
through the math, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, a lot of people don't know that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus, man.
Damn.
Especially my man Sky's Pops, man. I see he's following us. He don't know no damn math.
Damn. We'll put a calculator on the bottom on the right for y'all, yo. Yo, man, we got a big show, a very good show to cover for y'all today, man. We got a lot of interesting topics that we came up with. But we are gonna open up with Jack N. He wants to tell us about the timeline of Birdman and Lil Wayne. They are having this obvious feud. Is a feud that is one of the many feuds that is currently going on in hip hop. Yo, Jack N, take it away, man.
Yeah. Well, as you know, that Birdman and Lil Wayne, they've been feuding for a little while. You know, the so-called, starting like my daddy. So, it goes back to when his album, Carter 5 was supposed to come out, and it got pushed back. And since then, it's just been up and down. But actually, today, Lil Wayne won a settlement. He got over $10 million.
Get it.
The thing is that I don't know. I don't know if I don't think anybody knows. I don't know if that means he gets Young Money. If he gets Young Money out of Cash Money, that means he takes that Drake money and takes that Nicki money.
Yo, Jackin, but isn't he supposed to get owed like what, $50 million?
Yeah, he originally sued for $50 million. But it's an astronomical number. So
But
it's like,
he actually was supposed to be owed that number.
that's what he says. That's what he claims. So usually you sue for a number and you settle for another number.
Okay, cool.
So I'm assuming that they settle for more than
So
10
that was
mil.
the closest number probably got.
Yeah, I'm assuming they settle for less than 10 mil. But the thing is, the guy said he was his father, right?
Okay.
And I know business is business, personal is personal, but he did it to everybody. I don't know the guy or whatever, but from what it seems like, you got Manny Fresh talking about it.
Wow, that's old.
Who's the hot guy, man?
Juvenile.
You got Juvenile. These are the first guys that started with
that
it.
ass
So
up.
who was
Right?
the first
Classic anthem.
artist that was actually complaining about?
So
not
Juvenile
getting
was
paid?
the first one, and he actually had to pay to get off of Cash Money.
Oh,
I think he paid $8 million to get off.
he was the first one that got off.
Yeah, he paid it. to get
Oh
off.
shit.
Then Manny Fresh, and then there's been a lot of speculation, a lot of people. Tiger has said that he paid, I think, $1 million to get off or something like that. I don't know if that's accurate or not. But Lil Wayne, like,
Yeah, that's the go-to. That's
Lil Wayne,
Bro,
Yeah.
he made
Lil
it.
Wayne, as much as we don't like to admit it, man, Lil Wayne was the GOAT of one of the generation. I mean, every generation has their GOAT in sports and everything. Lil Wayne, and I hate to admit it because I'm more of an old school kind of guy, which a lot of us 30-year-olds find ourselves saying now. But Lil Wayne was, like, to my opinion, the beginning of what we're hearing now. Like, it was a whole different. It changed this is just my opinion. It changed hip hop as to like go to like the drums now and the beats and everything. Because Lil Wayne lyrically, I don't think Lil Wayne is all that.
Oh, wait,
I don't.
what?
Whoa,
I don't think Lil Wayne is all that, bro.
Yo,
Lyrically,
you hear that?
Lyrically, what?
I think Lil Wayne is good.
Besides-
Tell me a good Lil Wayne.
Oh,
Tell me a good Lil Wayne line right now.
I'm not
A line that we're gonna be like that. You're gonna be able to tell me.
the beast.
Feed me rappers on
Feed me beats.
I
Come on, man.
Yo,
And all my kicks fly like Luke Cage.
Nah, bro.
Yo, bro, you got
Hell no,
punchlines.
bro.
All right, hold on.
Come on.
Lyrically, you know what?
All right.
That's what happens when you're from Brooklyn and you only want to
Lyrically,
listen
bro.
to Jay-Z. Get out of here.
Nah, bro. I apologize with that one, but
But
it's not happening, bro. Yo, you asked me. You asked me. All right. Top 10 lyricists. Is he in your top 10
Wait,
lyricists?
hold on.
Top 10
No.
lyricists. Wait, I'm telling.
No,
We talking.
no.
I just said the word lyrics. Bro. I just said the word lyrics. He do a good song. Don't get me wrong.
I'm not saying that. Lyrically, is that there's so many people nice lyrically. If you talk about lyrically, my generation, I think I put him top 10.
I think so too.
I think
I'm
I'm
with Jackin with that one. I'm with Jackin with
break
that one.
down the top 10, bro, but
Hell,
he's
alright, you know
not
what?
in my top
think
10,
about,
bro.
Think about it, right? So you talk about the South. There was a time where in the South, right? In the South, you had T.I.,
Okay,
Jeezy, Ludacris,
okay.
Wayne.
Scarface.
I'm talking about even after Scarface.
Oh, the new generation.
And
Gotcha.
probably Rick Ross. Those are the top 5 South guys. At one time. At one time, right?
Bars.
Out of those 5, Lil Wayne was clearly the best.
Yeah.
And Lil
Definitely.
Wayne,
Hands
when
down.
he rapped about,
Hands
and
down.
when he rapped with the East Coast juggernauts, he held his own.
I gotta disagree, man.
I don't know.
I gotta disagree, man. I was never. I mean, I could probably bias. I was never
I
really.
would like to say
Crack, what do you think?
Weezy
What do you think, Crack?
influenced a whole new generation of
Then
rappers.
you gotta say that.
That is why he's one of the elites of all hip hop.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yep.
Of all hip hop
I'm
time.
with him with that one.
Yes.
He
He's one of
influenced
He's
a
one of those
whole
guys.
generation
He's one of those guys.
that is thriving
I wish
now.
I gotta hear from the audience on this as well,
Nah.
man. Make sure y'all comment, man.
Yeah,
Please,
I
please
know, we
let
should do
Louis
it.
A know if I'm
now,
bugging.
well, let's get back to the topic we were saying. So he won this money. This is what I want to ask you guys that question. All right. So you get into business with your mentor, who actually kind of adopts you, right? I don't know if he legally adopts him,
Okay.
but he calls him his son, and the guy accepts him as his father, right?
Right.
Okay.
Says, baby, whatever, baby son.
Mhm.
Supposedly they kiss each other in the mouth. Now, some people
Whoa.
may think that's homosexual, like, oh, pause. But some people, like in PR, it's common for you to kiss your father in the mouth. Not all
Your
the time.
father.
Your father.
Mhm.
So if he kissed him in the mouth and they're not sexually involved, right? Let's just give him the benefit of the doubt. They're not. He consider him as his father.
Mhm.
Your opinion. I'm gonna start with you, Risky. You get your mentee, somebody hold you put him in the game, you hold him down. Would you screw him out of money? Like
I would never. I couldn't. I couldn't. That's really hard because at the end of the day, that's why they always say do not mix business with family. That's really actually 100% true in my opinion and a lot of other people's opinion because money is the rule of all evil. Like money will change anybody. Like right now, for instance, you love your family, right? Let's say you win the lotto for $100 million. I bet you if you give out of the kindness of your heart $5 million to each one, oh, why and you only have, let's say, 5 people, they're gonna be like, oh, why you just gave me $5 million? You should have gave me at least $15 million,
Yeah,
and that's gonna
satisfied.
happen.
Yeah, but you right. But
You know,
that makes perfect sense. But in this case, it's like you put somebody under your wing. So you bring this kid out the ghetto
Yeah.
at a young age. He takes your money, wherever he was, and brings it to an
Flips it.
astronomical number.
exactly.
He deserves his cut.
Of course.
What do you think,
No
Louis?
questions asked.
What do you think, Louis? Besides his lyrical content, what do you say?
Oh no,
What do you think about what the-
definitely. What Birdman did to Lil Wayne's grimy, bro. Like in my opinion, what he did to Lil Wayne, because all tabloids or everything aside, or what everybody says on the internet, it's clear that he loves that man like a father.
It does.
All right.
Definitely. Yep.
I'm not in that situation. I've never been in a situation. I mean, my father's my father, maybe, so I can't see myself kissing another man on the lips because I am not in that situation.
I
You
kiss him
understand? You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know,
I'm not-
I never kissed my father. in the mouth.
I don't know.
Ever.
But you know what? I kiss my boys in the mouth now, but they're babies. So I don't know if
Of
that's.
course.
Oh,
yeah,
oh.
but that's different.
Yeah,
That's-
Oh, your boys, your sons.
My baby.
I'm not making out with my sons, but I get him kissing.
Hey,
you know,
yo.
Exactly.
whatever.
Nah, you said my boys. I thought you said your boy. I looked at crack like,
Crack, what do you think?
shit,
What do you think about
man.
this, Crack? What do you think about this?
Honestly, first off, I'd like to say America is all about capitalism. Birdman is a capitalist. He gonna fucking get as much money as he fucking possibly
Put
can.
off your son, though?
He's a businessman. Business comes first before anything, apparently, to his morals, apparently it looks like. Because if he treat him, if that was his son, quote unquote, they go to show you.
Exactly.
You got to put the piece of puzzle together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to look at it like that. So if he's doing it like that on him and he considers him son, he's businessman first, family man second.
Yo, let me-
Unless he's not a real son.
Now that we
Which
talking about,
technically,
it's
he's
not.
not his
Well,
real
hold on, Louis.
son.
Hold on, Louis.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Which that's not his real son.
But
so
I'm
go
kissing
figure.
you on the. All right, whatever. Let's get past that. So we agree it's kind of fucked up, right? I got another thing. I didn't mean to cut you. I got another.
no, do you think
So we're talking about bosses, right? So another thing that's in the news right now. So Jay Prince, right, decides. Oh, I don't know if he decides, but it sounds like a boss move. So Pusha T comes out with that disrespectful diss. Even though Drake, that song, that Doopy freestyle is crazy. He went ham on that.
Yeah.
But
That was
Pusha
crazy.
T got disrespectful. And I think that's the only
He
way.
exposed him. Very
Yeah, I
hard.
think that's the only way you kind of, somebody that's on the top like that, lyrically, Drake is dope. No matter if he writes or he don't write it. He's got the fans. So you got to be disrespectful against it, right? So I don't know, for people that don't know, I don't know where you've been at if you love hip hop, if you haven't heard about it now. Jay Prince, he's the one that kind of founded Drake, or not really him, his son founded him on like, I think Facebook or something, founded him, told his father about him, and they put him on.
Yeah.
They got him in contact with Lil Wayne, and actually from what I heard, Lil Wayne didn't like Drake at first. And then
Whoa.
they played a different beat for him that Drake spit, and then all of a sudden he's like, yeah, I like Drake. So he hooks him up with Baby, whatever.
Did
So-
any of us like Drake when we first heard it?
I was a fan.
That's when
from
they
day one.
that's when they threw him in.
The first time I heard Drake, that was the first time I heard Drake.
My right
Yeah,
hand
no.
man right here.
Yeah, I
Watch
was-
you say he's on my left, which is
Yes.
my right hand man.
but it's true.
I know he
He's
like
on
Drake.
And
Yeah.
Drake's been lifting
Consistent.
off ever since.
But
From the
why
success.
Birdman-
I'm not saying anything against him, but I didn't hear the first song. I didn't like that. Maybe you might everything.
yeah, but that wasn't his first song.
That wasn't the first
That's
one.
what I'm saying. That's the first
That's
song.
the
I heard.
mainstream song. Yeah.
Birdman actually was the one that took him first to use him. He was like quick, and he made
Yeah.
that Money to Blow
Yeah.
song.
He saw
And
the
that
talent.
That shit
blew,
hard, too.
But so, I mean, he's
blew that
talented.
whole singing,
But
rapping
before that,
thing.
he had mixtapes, and he was
Yeah, he did.
and Lil
Yeah,
Wayne
he
got
did.
up some stuff. So Jay Prince. So today, there's a reason I'm bringing all this up. We got the backstory on Drake. Jay Prince gets on the radio and says that Drake has a song that will destroy Pusha T and Kanye.
Yeah,
He said he got a song.
He stated
said,
that. Yes,
he got a song that would destroy it. And in quote, I don't know if he said this verbatim. I'm gonna speak it to it. I heard it.
Mhm.
He said that they getting it down there was like pigs in the mud, and we don't deal with pigs in the mud. Whatever.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be very honest with you. I feel like we talking about business, talking about money. Man, we're talking about capitalism.
That's the same shit I'd have said if I'd have got fucking eaten on the track and I couldn't come back. I mean, let me tell you something, bro. I got something, or I'd have been straight Hulkamania. Let me tell you something, brother. I got something that will destroy you. Hashtags and all.
That's definitely some WWE type or WWE type
My man,
shit.
yeah, I did everything else. They did everything, but if they call my man, I'm like, yo, bro, I need this. Like, yo, just hype it up for me. Hype it up for me.
Yeah,
Bro.
but so Jay Prince said it. Jay Prince, I'm getting to bottom line. I'm talking too much crap. This is what it is. So I feel like Jay Prince tells Drake, do not respond. Drake's supposed to give him his word. This guy, so now he's not gonna respond. I feel like that's a cop out in hip hop. They're sitting
I
there.
think so too. I
Tupac
agree. I
said,
agree.
"Fuck your bitch," and the
Do
clip
you
you
agree?
claim. West Side was the most disrespectful song ever.
Don't agree?
And Big came out with Long Kiss Goodnight, even though it wasn't a direct diss. That song was fire.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
That's a sensitive
Risky,
subject for me, man.
risky. Do you think this guy bailed Drake out, or Drake was gonna kill him? I don't know if he has that song.
This might be a historic first, a 2-1. Hold on, we might all be agreeing here. Hold on.
Okay,
Did he bail him out, or
I'm gonna tell you
Drake
right
had
now.
some shit?
There's gonna be two answers from me. Number one, I know for a fact Drake has something written.
Oh, we forgot Team Drake in the building. We forgot
All right.
about it.
Yeah,
Team Drake in
man.
the building.
And just like that, insert what is it? Funk Flex Bomb. Ruined, bro. There you go.
All right, let Risky
2-1.
Let Risky finish. Get
Okay,
Risky. Get Risky.
So
What's
what
up?
what I'm trying to say is that what you may call that? Yeah, honestly, I think Jay Prince kind of like talked sense into Drake, because at the end of the day, we're not talking about Drake versus Pusha T. You gotta understand, behind these people, there's labels involved.
Is it?
And I'm gonna tell you, and one thing I had with
Get
my
in it,
music
bro, get in it.
experience that I have, which my background is engineering and producing,
The tech guy.
and it's always like that. Like everybody think, yo, why this rapper doesn't make a song with this guy, but they don't understand there's a lot of stuff involved. Like right now, let's say you're signed to S label and he's signed to R label, but he had a problem with S label, but I deal with both of you guys. And sometimes when it's bad for business, I won't do anything with you guys. So now when you are mentioning Kanye
Preach.
West,
Preach.
when you're speaking about Kanye West, no
Preach.
matter how retarded, how psycho people think he is, but Kanye holds a lot of power in his belt.
Preach.
Because Drake is Drake. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Kanye is Kanye. Because
Definitely.
Kanye right
Agreed, bro.
now has a background, a historical longer than Drake.
So it's like East Coast.
And this
West
guy,
Coast
we're
type of,
talking
like,
about Drake, we're
demographic.
talking about Kanye West, that he's coming from the early 2000s, from the late 90s. We're talking about people.
And he
never
probably
knew.
got Rock Nation behind him too on the
Ex-
low. Because
ex-
him and Hov,
if-
no matter what you
exactly.
say, that's that Hov is his man.
It takes one.
Rihanna,
I'm
Rihanna about to come. I feel it coming in there.
But let me
All
finish
over
right here.
again, bro.
So now, ask yourself this question: every track that Drake has ever had, but Jay-Z, you see them, they are legally dissing each other
Yeah.
in the track.
Right.
They're not throwing personally.
It's a friendly combat.
Exactly,
It's friendly
because
combat.
you know why, right? Because if that man doesn't like it, Jay-Z, it doesn't go down because Jay-Z holds the biggest weight out of everything. And who's involved with Kanye West? Jay-Z. And at the end of the day, they might not get along as well as they used to, but Jay-Z is not gonna let that shit rock. And I know that for a fact because
Well
you know
said,
what?
Well said.
If you're gonna go that route, that means fuck B. That's what basically you're saying. You got Beyonce involved. He's gonna expose something on that because he's gonna try to expose something about Jay-Z. That's not gonna happen. So Jay Prince said, "Yo, you know what? Let's do something that's best for business. We're not dropping no tracks." But he has a track. But I'm telling you right now, he's not gonna be allowed to drop that track, and that's a fact. And that's what I think. What you guys think?
Man, I think that is a little. Hold on, we have a
Hold on,
technical
hold on.
difficulties
Cat,
at
go
the minute.
upstairs. Go upstairs. We hear you, man. Go upstairs.
Hold on.
Crack
We
doesn't know about the
apologize.
podcast live.
We apologize.
You
We're
know,
gonna have
you
to
know,
edit this
It's
out.
his birthday. It's his birthday. He got people calling him. He's important
Put the
today.
phone
He's
on
important.
vibrate.
He's important.
Apologize.
Yo, just a little note. I'm on the internet right now. So Diddy kind of responded to what was going on. He compared it to Tupac and Biggie, and he said that Drake not responding is gonna hurt him ultimately. If he's trying to act like he's the best MC, not best artist, but the best MC, then he has no choice but to respond.
I think at this point he doesn't care about the best MC because at the end of the day he drops a track tomorrow, an album, and that's going platinum.
Nah, cause I don't
off
know
the
if
bat.
that's true, man.
Tupac and Biggie.
It
I don't know
is.
if that's true. Like,
It's because it's hot right now.
no, but you
the
got
topic.
if you change the subject, you talk about basketball, right? And man, you let me know if I'm wrong. You play ball, right? You getting paid millions of dollars. That don't mean you don't want to be the best.
Of course, obviously.
I'm a ball out. I'm gonna get my sneaker deal. That shit. I still want to bust ass.
Of course.
So in the rap
You
thing,
should.
But not everybody's LeBron, which is the one that pretty much
yeah. But even LeBron,
always goes to
even
that.
LeBron, and I don't even want to get into fucking LeBron. That whatever. Even LeBron, right? Like he's the best. Everybody knows he's the best. All right.
Yeah, but
LeBron is the
yesterday
best.
was I don't know what happened.
Hold on. Stay on top of it.
LeBron is the best, right?
Mhm.
But even he's against the wall. He still tries. He still shows. He still plays. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And the thing, and not all the time, but the greats, even if they lose, they go all out. MJ, who I believe is the GOAT, I don't know, he came back because he had something to prove in his 40s on the Wizards, and people give him slack for it. But the guy averaged 20 on the Wizards at 40.
At 40. That's true.
Like you, just because you know you're the best and you know you're gonna succeed no matter what, you still got pride, man.
I got a question
You got
for you,
pride,
Jacob, real
man.
quick before we get into Louis. Now
You
that we're
ain't getting
talking the
into me.
topic,
Who the fuck is getting into me?
I don't want to go inside you. That sounds a little crazy.
all right, but now explain this to me. At that era of when Jordan was in the Wizards, was the competition harder before, or it's harder now?
Well, when he was on
Shit
the
on the Wizards?
yeah, when he was on the Wizards, right?
That was interesting.
that era of
No,
basketball.
no, when he was on the Wizards, now you have the athletic two guard. When he was on the Bulls, there wasn't that many athletic two guards.
Exactly.
So the athletic two guard was probably Drexler, right, man?
Drexler, you could probably go with. I mean, that's like the newborn era with
That was-
the Marburys and guy like that.
And
That's
later
coming
on it came out.
Yeah,
So
when
when Mike,
especially when Jordan on the Wizards.
so when Mike was on the Wizards, right? You got Paul Pierce, who actually gave him the business.
Yeah,
You got
Ray Allen.
Brady, you got Ray Allen,
Ray
you
Allen
got
was
T Mac,
fire, too.
you got Kobe, you got these guys that they may be mirror images of him, but they're younger than him and they want to come after him because he's the GOAT.
Right.
So just like with the Drake beef, Drake may not be the best rapper, and they killing him now for the best rapper, but there's no doubt he's the best artist in hip hop.
He is the best.
In hip hop, he's
artist.
the best
I
artist in hip hop.
concur
Yeah,
on
but
that-
honestly,
on that
rapper,
statement.
I don't think so.
Not Kendrick Lamar, not J. Cole, not Kanye.
Best
Drake
artist.
is the best artist
Artist.
in hip hop.
There's
Yep.
a difference.
May not be the best rapper, but Drake, from what I know from Drake from the beginning, he rapped, man. He was dope.
He
Can I
was.
hit you guys with a
Go ahead,
curveball
man. Of
real
course,
quick?
go ahead, man.
So what's the difference between a rapper, an artist, and an MC?
Louis, what do you think?
Yeah, Lou, what you think about that?
A rapper, an artist.
And an MC.
But
Right.
well, let me just clarify, man. Excuse me. We're talking about hip hop.
Right.
Yeah, in hip hop, what's a rapper, MC?
I hear these three bullshits, and
A
I be
artist?
flabbergasted with this bullshit.
A artist to me, an artist is somebody who's more industry, more more towards the visual art of
Commercial,
hip hop
you
and
say.
everything. The commercial, there you go. Like
Gotcha.
Cardi B is an artist,
Okay.
very
Gotcha.
a very good
She's
artist.
not a rapper.
By the
she's
way,
an
I like her
artist.
bars.
No,
I don't
she's
know who
a-
writes
yeah,
it. If she writes
exactly.
it, I like her
Gotcha.
bars.
She
Uh-huh.
has said
dope.
that she
To
has
me,
said that she hasn't read
man,
some
I
of her
fuck
stuff.
Cardi B
There's a lot of her
is
stuff that
on
she don't write.
fire right
All right, so Cardi B's an artist. That means Remy's a rapper.
Remy's definitely a rapper.
Definitely a rapper. Yeah.
Cause
Definitely.
Remy's risky. Remy's a rapper, right?
Now
she is.
MC,
Nicki's an MC then.
I think she.
Why?
I think
Why?
she falls in the
Because the
category
MC,
of
right?
artist,
If you
man.
look at MCs, right? She might fall as an artist too. I'll give you that too.
She
That's
has
right.
to fall
She,
an
no,
artist.
actually,
The
she is an
image.
artist. But
she got some bars.
what I
bro.
was trying to say is this.
She got some.
Can I talk about you? So
Not better when she was
so
a Safari though.
I think she was. I think he wrote some of his shit. But I can get to it. I think a rapper is a rapper. Like Joel Ortiz is a rapper.
That's a
Yeah.
rapper.
Joe
Yep.
Budden
Hands
is
down.
a rapper.
Hands down.
Like the whole Slaughterhouse is rappers.
Yep. Definitely.
Talib Kweli's a rapper.
Definitely.
Black Thought is a rapper.
Yep.
See, an MC,
Now we talking about
an
real
MC
rap.
is a rapper, but can move the. Like, what is it? MC means move the crowd, right? People said that. Rakim said that, right?
Performer.
So you could do both.
Stage presence.
Busta Rhymes is an MC.
He's an MC. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yep.
Fat
I don't give
Joe
him that.
is an
The
MC.
dog.
So Drake is an MC then.
No. I'm gonna get
DMX
no,
falls
come
in
on.
rap.
I've
bro.
been to a Drake
No,
concert
no,
and
DMX
he
is a
moved
rapper.
me.
Cuz I'm not.
And I'm not really
let me
a fan
finish.
of
Let me
Drake.
finish.
Okay.
Those are DMX is MC. Like they do both, right?
I think he's a rapper.
Now when I think about artists, an artist doesn't have genre in it. There's no genre with the artist. That means the person that listens to country music is
I
listening to
agree.
this rap.
Well said.
So
I agree.
Jay-Z's an MC and artist, maybe because if he got with Beyonce. No, hear me. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
He got with Beyonce, he went to a different mainstream because Beyonce
Now, yeah.
demands that. But he's an MC. Nas is an MC.
Right.
Drake, Kanye, artist. That's probably
Definitely.
Nicki's an artist. These
She's
are
an
people
artist.
that are in hip hop but are not considered hip hop. Kanye came out with a song. What album he sang? He came out with.
So even if they move a crowd to you, it's
no, I think it's part of it. It's part of it
because Nicki Minaj move a crowd.
of course it's part of it.
Absolutely.
But an artist,
I've seen her.
I think she
So-
is
so-
artist slash MC.
And let's do this. So I
That's
think
the category I'm gonna
it's
put her on.
rapper. If we gotta go categories of levels, you're a rapper, you're an
Yep.
MC,
Mhm.
and then you're an artist. So a rapper is underground rappers. Maybe you could say like the battle rappers. You're a rapper.
Okay,
You can
okay.
rap. You got bars. There's a lot of people that got bars that can't make a song. Papoose got bars for days.
Bars.
I don't know if I've heard a song.
So
I like.
besides GOAT, what's Tekashi? Besides being a GOAT, what's Tekashi?
He's an artist. He's an artist.
Artist,
There's nothing to
MC, and
say.
rapper, bro.
No, he's not a rapper.
Wait, wait.
No bars. No bars.
What's wrong with y'all, bro?
Come on, man.
He's an artist.
Yo,
you know what's funny?
Yo, he came out of
Tekashi
left field
got
like
all this
shit.
You're like Tekashi
Tekashi,
right
you
now.
know
You
what?
dress like Tekashi
Tekashi,
right
yo,
now, bro.
Tekashi's from Brooklyn.
moving.
Tekashi's from
He's an
Brooklyn,
artist.
Best Side. No
I'll
matter
give it to
what
him,
people
yo.
think
All
about it,
day,
I'm giving
bro.
him love.
All
I
day.
Brooklyn
show-
all day,
show him
baby.
love.
Day.
But
Yeah.
Tekashi is
Getting that
this generation,
fucking moolah.
this generation's Waka Flocka. We seen this already.
Yeah. I
We
go with
seen
that.
this already.
This-
Yep.
Show me
Yeah.
this day. He does remind me.
We
of
seen
Onyx.
this
I'm not,
already.
I'm not even
He's
mad
this
at that kid,
generation's
man.
Tekashi.
Seriously,
All
bro.
right?
He's Little
'Cause
John
there's no
all
other
over
him.
again. He's Little John
Nah,
all
let me
over
stop.
again. This is
Let me
what
stop.
it
He's
is.
not Lil Jon.
Nah, he's really
I agree with
not
you.
Little John. Come
Charlamagne
on.
said he is like type of an Onyx
Yep.
flow, which I agree.
Waka.
You know what I mean?
He's
Which is that
Waka.
hype. You know what I mean? Which is kind of similar. If you go back to
Waka.
Onyx,
Bro.
Sticky Fingers.
All right, time
You know
out.
what I'm saying?
Time
All
out. Time
that.
out. No disrespect to Tekashi. No disrespect to Tekashi.
Go ahead.
In 5 years,
Go
he's
ahead.
gonna still be here.
We'll see.
I don't
Okay, we
think
only
so.
can say that, bro.
Nah,
Just
I
think
don't
about.
think so.
Just
That's
think about
too
who.
hard,
Just think about
bro.
who was hot 5 years ago.
But
Just think about who was hot 5 years ago.
No, I don't. Yeah, that's a good
Drake.
But
question.
Jack, what I gotta say is, it's all
He's a
pending. You know
goat.
why?
Yeah, you're right.
Because there's a lot of artists out there, like Chief Keef.
Mhm.
Like he was probably 5 years. He's
2 years
still touring, still making.
Wow.
No. But crack. I'm not. A lot of people are still touring. Rakim's still touring. Like,
Yo,
everybody-
but-
so I'm not talking about their money. They're gonna make their money. What? Yo, you get one hit
That's what's
song.
all
But
What's
wait,
the guy
the
that
level,
goes
the
everything
level.
Trinidad James?
Wait.
Trinidad James making
Hold
that
on.
money right now.
Hold on. What y'all forget?
terrible,
Hold on. Wait.
bro.
What you forgetting? What you guys are forgetting to realize is that nobody's got the promotion like this kid. This kid took it. His promotion, his business savvy, his all about his promotion, bro. Like honestly, if it wasn't about his promotion and everything, and him finding a reason, he'll find a reason to get on the tabloids.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that's
he'll
true.
beef with
True.
anybody, and
He's a social engineer.
I've heard other,
He's a troll, man. I mean, he may be gangster. I don't know.
Top
I don't
troll
know.
of the
Let him
I
be
like that.
gangster.
I like what you just used though. A social engine, like, and a very good one, bro. And I give him his props for that, bro.
Listen,
Regardless of what it
Little
is.
Pump said, "Fuck Drake, J. Cole, and all this shit." J. Cole met with him. It's not on some beef shit. J. Cole, I don't even know if I want to talk to you. Met with him and found out it was for trolling.
Right.
So that's but you know, fuck trolling.
Who's a better troll?
No, we talk
Pump or
about beef.
Tekashi?
We talk about beef. Did you guys see what Little Uzi did?
Nah.
No,
Oh,
no, I
wait,
didn't see. What
with the
happened?
plug walk.
All right, so
With
risky.
with the guy-
So him and this guy named Rich the Kid, they've been going
Okay.
back and forth, arguing,
Right.
whatever, right? So in Philly, I think the Roots had a concert, so they were both there. Yo, Rich the Kid was talking mad, whatever. Uzi went into Starbucks, swung on him.
No, he did not.
son.
No, he did not. There's a
Oh,
video.
yeah, you talk shit
about
Hey,
push me
There's
to
a video. There's a video.
There's a video.
All right,
Yo,
I'll
he
see
jumped
it.
behind the
Holy
counter and started making a frappe.
shit.
Yo, would you ever, if you're a rapper, would
Respect.
you ever rap again if you got smacked by Little Uzi, bro?
Yeah.
I don't even want to say that because I might
didn't
become
even
a
know
successful
Lil Uzi got-
podcast.
I didn't
And be
even
like,
know
yo,
Lil
that's
Uzi-
fine.
You
I
could
didn't
be
even
the
know
big,
Uzi had
you
hands
could
like
be the
that.
biggest. Yo, Risky, you could be
After
the
getting smacked by Little Uzi?
Can't see him.
And drop a bomb.
Yo, listen.
And everybody gonna stay up
If, yo, I'm
Forget about
sorry.
the shit.
I could be
You know
the
why?
biggest pussy in the world.
You know why?
You hit me and I'm famous? We fight.
That's it, dog. You gotta take
Hold
it.
on,
Yeah.
crack,
Well,
hold
the
on.
reason why I said
Take that
he
shit
will
to the
still
end, bro.
put out music because it's a short memory span with these mother
Preach.
nowadays.
That's
I'm
good.
talking about-
That's a good
so
point.
why-
That's a good point.
So hence,
True.
if you drop a bomb single that takes the #1 charts, everybody gonna forget
That's
that.
true, though.
So it's a short memory span with
But
the
you know
audience
what? You know what? We could go back
It's
to that.
not like when we
Tupac-
grew up in the '90s / even 2000s.
Nah, man. It was
You won't forget about that slap if you pulling motherfuckers in that downstairs fucking bouncing on that club.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Believe that.
That's a good one.
Alright,
That's good.
Fellas,
That's good.
we're gonna before I do move out of the music topic, I do want to ask one more question to everybody.
what happened with
Now
Tekashi?
that Little Wayne is gonna be getting money from Drake and Nicki Minaj, are Drake and Nicki Minaj gonna go harder now?
Wait, I don't know if he's gonna. Hold on, let me clarify.
If it happens,
Hold on,
if it
hold on.
happens.
I don't know if he's gonna get. I don't know if I know the original suit was for 51 million and he wanted out and he wanted to take Young Money with him.
Okay.
I don't know if.
Are they gonna go harder with him?
No,
though, is
no,
my
no, no.
question,
The thing is that I don't know if he. I don't know if he got them. I don't know if.
No. Down.
I don't know if he actually got them. I don't know if that was part of the deal. He
Closer-
might have got.
closer to you now.
He might have gotten.
Hypothetically speaking, though.
But the thing is that I think it was because of Lil Wayne that was going hard. I don't think it was because of Baby. If you look at it, when the three of them made a song together, 9 out of 10 times that shit is fire.
It's true.
That's not Baby,
Yeah.
that's
yeah,
hard.
yeah.
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah. That's true.
And you know what? He always been the boss. I don't know
That's
if y'all
true.
remember. Man, you was there. We was in Summer Jam,
Okay.
and Peter Rosenberg came out and said it's time for real lyrics,
rap.
and they brought Slaughterhouse
I
out.
remember that. I
Lil
remember that.
Wayne, we were there. Lil Wayne was
Shut it
like,
down.
you said what? Fuck
And it
that,
was
Young
done.
Money, we out. So he's always been the boss. And again, I'm not industry, but Baby's been making the money off of them. But
Exactly.
Lil Wayne
Yeah,
was
definitely.
the boss. So and Lil Wayne had Tiger too. People fail to realize there was a time when Tiger was hot.
It's true.
Rack City,
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah.
Rack City.
That
Like it was it's the truth. Like you know what I'm saying? So that
I
means
think the Kardashian, that Jenner relationship fucked them all up, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I would love to. Babe, I'm sorry, but I would love to have sex with one of them fucking bitches. But I
Bruce
think
Jenner?
I think Bruce
Bruce
Jenner.
Jenner? Sorry about that, Del.
I'm sorry.
He went straight to Caitlyn, huh?
Bruce Jenner.
He went straight to Caitlyn on that one.
Caitlyn is not a Kardashian. I said Kardashian.
Oh yeah,
I take Chris
yeah.
down.
All right.
I take Chris down, but I think that church. I think
I
I take her down. The old bitch.
The old one?
Hell yeah, but
I
I
thought I'd
think
take her
I ain't gonna lie.
She like a freak.
I
The
think
way
that-
she be
I
talking.
think they pussy is brujeria.
Yeah, okay. Now.
Kim.
All right, Louis A, come on, what we got for them? What we got in?
Slow down,
They
slow
got
down.
the brujeria pussy.
Oh, God.
Tú me hiciste brujeria, bruja. Fuck
Which
outta
means
here.
witchcraft.
Yeah, witchcraft, y'all.
All right, y'all. All right.
so-
Let's stick to the topic, man. Even though we did get into one sports question, but we're gonna go back to a question that has to do with LeBron and the finals coverage, man. What's your quick 60
Let
seconds
man, go ahead,
take
man, go ahead, man.
on the finals coverage?
What the fuck is the about
First
LeBron?
off, I don't care what anybody say. Kevin Durant is my favorite player in the NBA. Come next is Anthony Davis. Next is the half Dominican.
Again, my guy, Carl Anthony Towns.
So with that said, Kevin Durant will
Win this MVP, even though Steph Curry won the first 2 games for them.
because he gonna about to drop.
Damn near 30, 40 points on them guys.
It ain't gonna matter. These dudes gonna sweep these dudes. Believe that. They want to sweep them to embarrass the king. They want to embarrass him.
All right.
That's
And
exactly
with
what they
that
wanna
being
do.
said, let me finish. LeBron, I feel, should stay in Cleveland.
I agree.
That's the stomping
I
ground.
agree.
What
I
he should do. He should bring in Melo.
I
You know what
fucking
I mean?
agree on
Yeah.
that.
But everybody thinks he's going to Houston. I think it's the best thing for his
I doubt it.
brand to go to LA. But come on, y'all.
But remember what?
If he was to go to Philly,
If he used to go to the Knicks,
Yo, Jacket, hold up.
Brooklyn?
Now that- okay, I got a valuable point.
some problem.
Crack, I got a
Yes,
valuable
go,
point
go.
that Jekin actually made
Yeah,
last
go ahead,
year.
let's talk about last
Jekin
week.
told me last year, I remember, and he texted me. It was like in the middle of the day of working, and he's like, yo, remember when LeBron comes up and says, yo, I want to win a chip with the people I was drafted with, you know? So he already got one with Wade, and he was like, he wants to get one with Melo. And he wants to get one with CP3.
But he didn't get drafted with CP3. That's
But
just
no,
his
no,
man.
that was just mad.
Yeah.
But he said it though.
banana
The banana boat.
And
It was
they,
the
the
banana boat.
banana boat, and they
banana
said that the
boats.
Knicks was supposed to be the team to do it.
But the
with.
Knicks fucked
the
over
banana
Melo.
Hey,
boats.
exactly.
Love that, didn't you, buddy?
If anybody knows about
Exactly.
bananas, it's this
would have
guy
loved
right
that.
here.
Okay, but now my thing is, so you think you think there's a chance of Melo going to Cleveland?
He should stay.
Or
think Bron
wait,
should
or
stay, man.
or you think I think LeBron
Bro
is
got
gonna
his
go.
chips already. Just
Well, hold on. Wait,
stay, man.
I think LeBron is definitely gonna go to Houston. I think, bro.
I think Bron should stay.
Yeah,
I think, and you know
I'll
why he's
give it
gonna
a
do that to
guarantee.
prove one more point that wherever I go, I bring in a ring.
Yeah, but
And that right there, that's
the
big.
thing is that I don't know if he's gonna bring. Hear me out. He's going against an army right now. We talked about it last week briefly, right? It's one man versus an army. You got 5 All-Stars on that team,
Mhm.
4 possible Hall of Famers, right? He got 2 small forwards that are elite that are gonna guard him. So you got Durant and you got Iguodala, right? They're both.
I
Gonna,
got that.
I
That's,
was-
that's
yeah,
my nickname
yeah.
from my guy. I got.
so you know he's gonna he's gonna do whatever he got to do. I don't think LeBron should leave because his legacy is already solidified. If you ask me a question, and I'm not saying this, I love D Wade, and I'm not saying this because it's D Wade. But if he wants to go back to Miami, let them build over there.
It's true.
Pat
That's true.
Riley's reliable enough where if he gets rid of Whiteside and can bring in Cousins,
You gotta-
got
you gotta
Cousins,
make room,
him
bro.
and Wade,
That'd
gotta
be
make
beast.
room.
That'd be beast.
and you still got Dragic, it'll be all right.
So you going back to Miami?
I'm saying if that can happen. If not, stay in Cleveland. Cleveland and Miami are 2 teams.
What is
That's
it?
what I'm saying.
Like, why not?
But besides
Why not?
besides doing that, we were talking about the legacy, right?
Mhm.
This is why LeBron can never be the GOAT. And I'm gonna tell you like this. And my
Hit
man,
him. Hit him.
and my man
Let me
Pat,
know.
Chris Nice Crew, I hope you're listening to this.
Uh-oh.
He takes off games. He gets frustrated and he takes himself out of games. He did this against Dallas. He's done this against multiple teams in the playoffs.
I was in Miami when that happened, by the
He
way,
did it
with
against-
Dallas, bro.
he did it
I was
against-
there.
He
Let
did
him
it
finish.
against he did it against
Okay.
the Celtics before he went to the Heat. He got frustrated. He did it against this Celtics team that first game where he had 15
Which was
points.
crazy. That was crazy.
He was locked in for game 1 against
Yep.
Golden State. Locked in. 51 points, went crazy. This guy misses the free throw, George Hill.
His
Then
team didn't back him
then
up.
JR does that stupid move. The coach doesn't call a timeout, which to this day, I don't know what the hell was on Tyrone's. He could have called timeout anytime. They had 4 seconds. If you look at, he was mentally broken after that. He didn't touch the ball until after 2 minutes in overtime. If that was Kobe or MJ, yo, I'm you know what? Y'all not doing anything. I'm scoring every basket in overtime.
Yeah.
I'm shooting 20 shots in overtime. I'm getting a W. Put it on my back. LeBron don't do that. How can you be the GOAT? How can you be considered the GOAT? This is what gets me mad about him. And honestly, man, this is what gets me mad about Durant.
Mhm.
They're great players. They're going to be probably top 5, both of them, when it's all over.
That's true.
LeBron's probably top 5 right now. But do they
No,
don't
not
have
the Rams.
Wait, right now, currently,
No, I'm
this
saying right
top-
now. Right now, LeBron's top 5. I ask me.
wait,
No,
on the
I'm saying-
NBA right now.
No, I'm talking
or-
about of all time. I'm saying he could possibly.
Ah,
be.
yeah, I'll give it. I'll give it.
Arguably.
You're right. You're right.
Or
Yeah,
a top 10.
just say argument.
But he's
first.
top 10 easily,
Okay.
right? The Red got another maybe 8-9 years left. He could probably go down as one of them as well. What they don't have is they don't have that killer in them.
Mhm.
So the Reds scored 40 something yesterday, and people are getting on LeBron's case because LeBron didn't play that defense. And you know
Exactly.
what? If it was MJ, if it was Scotty, if it was Kobe, if it was probably T-Mac, if it was these guys that got that hunger that they wanted, they're gonna play him. Like when T-Mac would go against Kobe, he would try to guard Kobe. Would he be like? Would he succeed? Maybe not. But he tried.
You know what? That,
And
you
Kobe
saying
vice
that-
versa. LeBron, when he played against Durant yesterday, he was like switching on the
Exactly,
he's switching on
yeah.
the picks.
Uh-huh.
He's
That's
not
all they
he's-
do. on
No,
Golden
but
State,
if
bro.
you LeBron and Durant is killing, and I'm the best player, I got Durant. Now I was arguing about this. I was saying if it was Game 7, LeBron would have been on Durant.
Yeah.
And he would have held. He would
Definitely.
try.
Yep. Definitely.
But if you're a great player,
1,000 more weapons.
if
bro.
you're a great fucking player, if you're a great player, you
go
play
over
every
the pick.
fucking
You
game.
go over
Yeah,
the
you
pick.
do.
Yeah,
Let's
LeBron,
go.
but
You go
Man,
over
man, we
the
play
pick
ball.
and
Let's
you play
get it.
defense.
Let's get it.
Exactly.
If it was
You don't let that switch.
Hold on,
if it was
hold on,
game,
hold on,
and
hold
the
on.
fucking thing
You
about
don't miss that
and the
three
difference
ball.
between
That's
Mike,
true,
the
that's
difference
true.
between the difference between
Hold on,
hold on a second, let me finish.
go.
Finish my point.
Let him
The
finish.
difference between Jordan, the difference between Kobe and LeBron is that whether it's game 1, whether it's game 2, or game 7. This dude wants to go off, I'm on him. Let him go off on me. I'm taking that challenge. That's what makes them great. That's what makes them in the conversation of GOATs. This guy can't be there. He don't do
But-
that. And you know what? Durant can't be there because Durant joined Golden State because he was tired of losing to LeBron.
But after, hold
Keep
on,
it
to
real.
go back to the point though, after Curry's
Yeah,
game
I
two,
agree
after
with that.
Curry's
I agree with that.
game 2
I disagree.
performance, after Curry's game 2 performance, how you don't know LeBron's mentality was Curry was the best player? I gotta go ahead.
No, LeBron, he's a guard. A guard's not going to guard a forward.
I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, because you talk about switching on picks and everything, you got to remember a lot of his attention is gonna be on where Curry's at, because Curry moving around.
Yeah, but if you say that, you got Clay too. Like, they all going to shoot.
They all gonna
But-
Draymond too.
Look, but you know what the best player? No, listen, Curry is probably
He's saying best player. If he's gonna guard the best player,
the
then-
best. Curry is probably the face of the NBA right now. LeBron is easily the best player. But everybody that watches basketball right now wants to be Stephen Curry.
Exactly.
I-
All
Yeah,
the kids
definitely,
want to
yeah.
That don't
definitely,
make
yup.
him. First
Okay.
of all,
He has the
That's
influence.
100.
but that don't mean he's top 5.
The influence is
Because
strong.
what I agree with Crack is that his favorite player is Durant and then Anthony Davis. I believe that's top 3 right there. Those are your top 3 players. After that, it could go anywhere. It could go Westbrook. It could go Cousins. It could go Harden. It could go Curry. But after those top 3, it could go everywhere. So LeBron's not worried about Curry. Like Curry,
Yeah, that's true.
let the guards deal with Curry. And he's at this point, to be honest, at this point, I don't think LeBron's worried about anybody because he's playing like shit. His numbers are going to be great because he has the ball in his hands.
Mhm.
So his numbers are going to always be great. But when you're watching the game and you see somebody mentally not involved,
Yeah, I need to know.
fuck out.
I need to know why LeBron. I need to know why LeBron was shooting like he had limitless range Hall of Fame on 2K, bro. Yesterday,
Yo,
that's
yo,
what I need
got
to
a
know,
question
bro.
for you, Jack, and it's been bugging me for the past month. For the past month, right now, the Golden State, obviously they're in the playoffs and shit.
Absolutely.
And lately, they've been just like, LeBron is a ball hog. I mean, Durant is a ball hogger. Durant is not passing the ball, this and that. But if you come to realize, if you ask me, I'm not the perfect sportsman in the world, but I
When you
think
watch,
that Durant carried the team. You know,
He does, he does,
He
he does,
carried
he does.
most of the important games. That's the thing.
For
He
the whole
carried
playoffs,
them.
pretty much for the
Exactly.
playoffs.
Especially
For the-
on the
And
road.
then
For the playoffs, he says that he
and then in the playoffs, they
On the
want to
road
talk shit about him.
especially.
But then when he does good, does his 40 points, he's the man. That's one thing I just don't understand
This is
with
what
these
bothers
Golden
me.
State fans.
He scores 40 and he's the man, but LeBron been scoring 40 the whole damn playoffs.
Like, if you a fan, you a fan, bro. Like, you know what? You
Call it
support
spade.
your team no matter
Call it
what.
spade
You
a
got
spade.
ups and downs.
Call a spade a spade. LeBron been scoring 40 the whole playoffs.
Exactly.
All right, so what I think is also is that, you know, guys like Curry, guys like Clay, they feed off of that home court advantage. You know what I'm saying? Guys like Durant, they really thrive on the road. Draymond is always the glue guy. He's the most underrated fourth guy, which I don't think he's gonna be a Hall of Famer, in my opinion. You can blast me, whatever. I don't think
If
he's a
they-
Hall of
hold
Famer,
on.
but he is that
Man,
glue
tell me,
guy.
they win 5 championships. He's not going to be Hall of Famer. They win 5 championships.
Oh yeah, because he's out of default. Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
that's what I'm saying. So if
But
you,
then again, is Robert Horry a Hall of Famer?
I think he eventually might be. Hold on, but Rob,
Is John Sally a Hall of Fame?
no, but
You can't
no,
say
no,
that.
but hold on. I get you, but man, but did they have that big of a role? Ori hit big shots. Ori wasn't consistent.
Not consistent.
No, Draymond is
The
Charles
glue guy.
Oakley
He's the glue guy.
on steroids.
Yeah, he's the heart of that
Wait.
team, if you ask me.
No, I said
That's
Charles.
my
No,
opinion.
hear me one.
Who,
He's the
Draymond?
heart
Draymond.
of the team.
He's a very important part of that
Yes.
team. Yes,
No,
he is.
Absolutely.
When I say
He's the enforcer.
I'm not saying
He's the
Oakley
one
was
who gets
never
the
an
ball
all-star. I
and
think
distributes
I
it
think
to the
Oakley might have
whole
got
team.
one all-star his whole career. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he is the heart of a good team.
Well,
He is.
If they win
Definitely.
championships, he's going by default.
My
for sure.
point is, Curry is popping on home. Clay definitely on home.
Durant takes over with.
Durant is
Yep.
the away guy, man. You saw what we did last year.
Yeah.
It was all over ESPN. Oh, he did it again.
Yep.
And all that
He
shit.
has something to prove though.
That's why
Definitely.
KD's a fucking
Before we end,
He's a
before
beast.
we
He's
end,
a
before we
beast.
hold on, before
He's a
we end
threat.
this segment,
He's one of the best scorers in NBA history. Not
That's
one of the
hands
best
down.
players.
Easily.
The best
Easily.
scorer.
Easily. He's Dirk on steroids.
Hands down.
He's Dirk on steroids. A
Believe
7-footer that can shoot, but his mobility is like beyond.
I mean, Dirk was the 7-footer that could shoot too, but not as mobile.
That's what I'm saying.
With the
Y'all think-
ball so
bro.
well.
Hold on. Y'all
You know
gotta
what I'm
compare.
saying?
Wait, Draymond Green we talking about?
no, we're talking about Dirk.
No, we're talking about
Oh, I
KD.
know we're talking about.
KD.
My fault.
No, we-
Totally-
we-
I-
we-
I
we-
totally-
KD.
my fault.
Last question, then we'll go to a different segment. But KD, is his legacy done? I'll give my opinion. You give me yours. I feel like what he did was a bitch move, but in 20 years nobody's gonna remember it. If he wins 5 championships,
I don't think what
nobody's remember it.
I don't think what Durant.
Nobody remembers
I don't
that.
think what
Nobody
Durant did was a
remembers
bitch move. I don't think what Durant
they're
did.
gonna say
But he
that
wanted
Hold
to
on,
ring,
I don't
man.
think what Durant
He
did
knew
was a
he
bitch
wasn't
move.
gonna get a
A
ring
lot
in
of
his
people
team.
say that
He wanted
Durant.
that ring,
Hold on,
man.
a lot of people say what Durant did was a bitch move, but I really don't think that
I
because
don't think so
he was
either.
under the impression that whatever, like this is the team that what was it? Golden State lost to LeBron already. He was probably under that pressure. God, they don't came back, beat these people. I need to do this. All right, would y'all be happy with LeBron winning championships every year, or this? Some of you we keep arguing about.
We need to
it was-
change.
Before
Honestly,
it was,
I'm tired.
I'm tired of it
seeing
too.
these two
You know what?
teams
I'm
are
tired of it.
playing.
Hold on. I'm tired of it too. But before it was LeBron. Before it was a LeBron argument, like, oh man, I'm
Yeah,
tired of LeBron. I'm tired of LeBron.
Exactly.
Now we got a team that's busting LeBron's ass up and down the
Because he
court,
has no team.
and now
though.
we tired of this
He
team.
has no
Hold on,
team
I
to
love
help
this
him.
team.
Time out. What are y'all watching? Time out. It wasn't LeBron. Yeah, it was LeBron made to the fucking finals, right? But LeBron played against the Spurs, and the Spurs bust that ass twice.
However,
And Dallas bust that
However.
ass. It wasn't that. What's
However.
making this fucking league corny is that you have a fucking juggernaut in Golden State. And you gotta, and I'm sorry, if CP3 was healthy, the way Golden State was playing, I think they would have got their asses out of here.
disagree.
But whatever. I'm just saying that. But either way, you have a juggernaut.
disagree too.
So it's a juggernaut versus LeBron, pretty much. And that makes the league watered down. But if you want to get technical, before LeBron, it was the fucking Lakers.
It's true. Yeah.
When you
Well-
had Kobe and fucking Shaq, it was
And
crazy.
everybody was
and
tired
before
of them
Kobe
too.
and
Yeah,
Shaq,
yeah.
it was fucking San
Yeah.
Antonio.
Well-
and before San Antonio, you had the Rockets 2 years, and before the Rockets, you
Well-
had the Bulls. It's the same shit. The
Well,
league
the
is
good
the
thing
same
is
bullshit, bro.
the good thing is that basketball is fake, and we're gonna go to a real sport now. And now that we got Craig here, the lone Yankee fan, let's talk about this Subway Series coming up. But hold on, before
Can
we
we-
do,
can we not
before
talk
we
about
do,
it? Can we not
before
talk
we
about
do,
it?
hold on,
Let's
hold
make
on,
it
hold on,
depressed,
hold on.
man.
Before we do, let people know one more time.
All right, y'all,
The
so-
hats that we got on right now. and
So the
apparel.
hats that Risky and Louis A have on, they're Too Deep apparel. It's my boy Twins, Eddie Eggy, and my man Diego. So if you want to get more of those hats, you can follow them on Instagram.
Yeah.
Hit them up. You can DM them. You can hit up 2_deepapparel.clothing. Okay? 2_deepapparel.clothing. That's my boy Eddie Eggy and my man Diego. 2 Deep Clothing.
Shout out to y'all, man. Beautiful
Shout
hats,
out,
baby.
shout out.
Beautiful
Thank
hats.
you, thank
Beautiful
you.
wear,
You
baby.
notice, I don't know if you can really see it. It's a Bushwick hat. It's my man DJ Frank White. My
Yeah.
brother, I noticed since I was a kid. Good guy. You can hit him up too. DJ Frank at DJ Frank White on Instagram. He's an actual DJ too. You can book him, hit him up on the DM for that. But actually he has a website. So if you want to get it off the website, it's bushwick.bigcartel.com.
Yeah.
Again, bushwick.bigcartel.com. Obviously, it's Puerto Rico weekend, so we rocking the Puerto Rico stuff. The reason
Puerto
Crack
Rico,
don't got
Puerto
one
Rico.
on for 2 reasons. 1, he's Dominican. 2, there's no size that fits his big ass head.
Ah! And now that we got Craig on the mic, yo, Craig, let us know your special guest.
Listen,
What you
first
think the
off-
Yankees are gonna do to the Mets, son?
First of all, I'd like to say I love all my Puerto Ricans.
Vaya.
Vaya, papi, que la que hay.
Yo, papi.
Chacho. Yo, ¿qué
Love
pasó?
my Puerto Ricans. Love all
Gracias, gracias la
At the
pareja.
end of the day, we all Latino, baby.
Oye, pero ustedes están solo bebiendo y no me dan un carajo a mí, brother. ¿Qué pasó? Chacho, pero tienen cerveza, tienen Genesis, no me dan nada.
No, we don't need
Me
that.
tienen seco aquí estos cabros. No, yo quiero cerveza quiero yo. Una birra.
All right, so
Let's
yo,
go.
special guest.
All
I
right.
know you're gonna be all over the fucking Yankees. What do you think about this series,
All right,
man?
first off, I'd like to say I'm a New York guy. I even root for the fucking Buffalo Bills, y'all.
That's
Nah,
my,
yeah.
that's my second favorite team.
They-
Nah, fuck that.
The only NFL team that's in New York. Get it right. Not the Jets, not the Giants.
Oh, yeah.
The fucking Bills.
we hear
I
that
fucks
all
with
the
it.
time.
root for the New Jersey Devils, even though I don't watch hockey like that. But fuck it, if they in this race, let's do it. You know what I mean? But
I'm
Here's
waiting
the
for
butt,
it.
fellas.
I'm waiting for
Here's
it.
the butt, fellas.
I'm waiting for
Get
it.
ready to kick him off the show. Get ready.
listen,
Here we go.
Mets,
Oh, shit.
y'all ready for this, right?
Yeah, we ready. Go ahead.
Guys,
Talk your smack.
I got some
guys
shit for
are
you.
the
I see you
strength
done.
ankles of New York City.
Damn.
You guys get sprained. Oh, my shit hurt for like 10 years. It gets better. You go, oh, this shit looking good.
Yo,
Come
no
back,
one.
sprain ankle again.
No
we
wonder when
can't
you go
say-
to a Mets game, there's a lot of handicap services over there.
Hence,
$20. $20.
That's
The
why you
Mets
get
win the
cheaper
first
tickets.
Subway Series.
Oh, man, you got a 20 on that, man.
You're gonna
$20.
owe 40
Listen.
on that.
listen, man, you get a little cheaper ticket that way. You go see the game, fellas. You know
Next
what I'm
Subway
saying?
Series. Next Subway Series.
I'm a barbecue, man. I'm a barbecue. Yeah.
Yankees should take the series.
Okay.
Are you taking
Even
are you
though-
calling a sweep?
Syndergaard-
Are you calling a sweep?
I don't think it's gonna be a sweep. I would love to see how Syndergaard does on Sunday.
I
I want
want
to see how he rebounds off the DL.
Is it off the deal or is it because he's on your team? Is he on the deal? Is it off the deal or is it because he's on your fantasy team? Let's be real.
He's on my
Yeah,
fantasy
I
team,
got
too.
a 12-team fantasy league. Yo. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in like 9th place out of 12.
You're talking about
It's
his
just
money
kind of
league.
down. It's kind of
Oh,
down.
I got you.
It's kind of down. Yeah, it's like, there's money
You know,
involved.
he's a
You know,
fucking jerk. What
that's
about
what
our
I'm saying.
league?
For me,
Because no money? You can't take it serious because no money?
I traded my fellow man over here, Syndergaard, for
I talked
Red
about this
Sox.
last week, man. I
For
thought I
Mookie
was playing.
Betts. That's
I
the
thought
guy
I
you
was
traded to.
playing.
That's the guy you traded to.
For
And
I'm a
Mookie
Yankee
Betts
fan.
and Danny
did.
Murphy.
I'm a Yankee fan, but I'm telling you right now, when it comes to fantasy sports, football, basketball, golf,
Golf
Said
fantasy.
Said golf.
business.
You got a golf
management,
fan over
You
here.
gotta be a GM.
You do.
You gotta
Do
know
I agree?
who the fuck
I
is
agree.
You know.
I agree.
Did he say
Bet
football?
with your
Because he knows
heart.
I'm the greatest.
I agree.
Even when you
Let him
bet
finish, let him finish.
in fucking Vegas, which is about to be legal, sports betting about to be legal, bet with your fucking brains and research instead of your freaking heart. And I'm trying hard not to curse.
Yeah,
But
you
listen,
curse like 10
it's
times in
about
one
to be
sentence.
legal,
Let's say,
y'all.
hold on. Let's say, hold on.
Alright.
It's about to be legal. You better bet with your brains instead of your freaking heart.
So, Risky, now that we got that bullshit out the way, fuck them Yankees. Risky, what's your thoughts, Risky?
By the way, 2-1 Yankees.
2-1 Yankees. We got 1-2-1
First of
Yankees.
all,
Okay.
everybody knows that I'm a diehard Mets fan. No matter what, but
another
it's
cup. Get a
super
red cup.
hard.
Get another red cup.
Super hard to be a Mets fan today.
Shit, if you think it's
As
hard today.
always, but
Shit.
but lately today, to me, I feel right now so disappointed. I'm not even gonna blame ownership. I'm not. I honestly, at the end of the day, I think every player that got into the major leagues at one point, they were playing their best, and they got scouted because they were playing monstrous, And then now it's like, I noticed in this team, every team that gets, any player that gets into the team, and they're playing the game, and let's say they're having a 5-zip run right there, and they start losing. Once it's 5-6, these people already giving up. You see them. They don't even go hard. They don't run the bases. I'm not asking you to give a home run. Everybody wants to swing for a home run, which is like in New York. I don't know if it's the pressure because everybody wants to be the super guy, the hot shot in New York. But, bro, produce. Just base hit, play small ball. They don't even do that. And it's not only just this team. How many times we have perfect runs, and then what happens? We give it all up.
Yeah, it's been happening.
Perfect example.
It's been happening since
Exactly.
1988.
Now,
No, 1987.
Exactly.
Ever since I was born.
exactly. So, but now let's say rolling this shit back to 2015. Let's roll this shit back to 2015 when some people that weren't Mets fan, all of a sudden they're all Mets fan. Oh, out of nowhere.
But hold on, let's stay on the topic of
we're
Subway
gonna-
Series
we're
right
gonna-
now.
well, no, hold on, that's right.
Okay,
We're
okay,
gonna
okay.
go. We're gonna
All
go
right,
on the topic of
let's
Subway
get
Series.
it.
I'm gonna get in there, but I just want to put out there for the people that really hate the Mets and don't understand. At least my point of view with you guys is that if you have a team and you got a lead, right? You have the lead, right? And you're in a World Series, right? You're in a World Series. You got nothing to lose if you got 3 players that can't close the game and you still have the lead. What are you gonna do? You're not gonna put up one of your best starters like Cleveland did, and that obviously kind of helped Cleveland. They almost got it.
But Cleveland got a great coach.
Okay, exactly.
Great bats.
Exactly.
I mean,
Owner is a-
Fred Connor's
Exactly.
like a top 3 coach in the league right
Exactly.
now.
So that's the problem
I
with
mean-
the ownership of with the
And,
Mets because
and we got Callaway. That's his protege.
Exactly. But you know what? But this is the problem that we have with the Mets, bro. Is that these people, all right, you don't have to get all gangster players, but you got to get a darn good.
We back,
experience
ladies
to
and
make
gentlemen.
any
Unfortunately,
moves
we had
without
some
being
technical
afraid.
difficulties. We're going to
Not
get
worry
back
about what
to
ownership is gonna
Rick
tell them next.
Ski
No, a
and his
person
thoughts
that
on the
go
Mets and the
trust his
managerial
instinct. So
problems.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, like I was saying before, you know, that about this whole ownership. I don't know if they gave up on the Mets or not. I ask myself that question all the time because I mean, all right, like I said before, you don't have to get an all-star team together to win the championship because there's a lot of teams and nobody expected they'll make it to the postseason and take it all, and it's happened.
I agree
It's
on
had happened.
But the manager,
the-
you said about the manager.
But the thing about the manager is like, you know, honestly, like the one we have right now, I like him. I really like Mickey Callaway, but I think that the Mets kind of went a little cheap going with him because
Blame that on the Wilpons. Everything
exactly.
is fucking cheap with those guys, bro.
this guy,
fucking
we
crazy.
had this guy, Kevin Long. He would have been the perfect fit.
Suck, bro.
He would have been a better perfect fit than what we have right now, if you ask me. Or the other guy that was in the same run that he was an option. But you know what? Going back to the manager is like,
I think the other guy was the minor league guy.
Yeah.
And he ended up doing some dumb shit. he couldn't. He
What
couldn't.
kind of fuckery he did?
yeah.
Man, he was
Is
a
it possible we could pull that up?
He's a former Met.
Pull that out, Lou.
Who's the former Met third baseman that we were gonna get? That he was a coach. Let me look. Let me look.
Yeah.
Okay, Risky, finish your thought.
But like I say, you know what? This guy, honestly, I think all his I think it's already recorded and everybody knows. This guy is a pitching coach.
Right.
He's a great pitching coach. But you
that's
know
what
what?
the Mets have.
Every great pitching coach needs a great manager. Team manager. Remember, when you're going to hammer a wood, you need a hammer and a nail. We can't stay with the nail. We need a hammer to drive this
Ain't no
team.
bullshit.
That's what we got.
To
That's what we got.
drive.
Thor got the hammer.
That's why we need that to drive.
I like that.
This team, you don't understand. This team is not a serious team, if you ask me.
Wally Backman.
Right now,
Wally Backman's who you talking about.
exactly.
Wally Backman was
Backman,
the former
yep,
third baseman.
exactly.
Yo, but
He fired because he was nutso. But
Yeah.
They did have a good start to the season though.
It-
So
it
like,
did,
I mean,
it
that was
did.
a great sport
Exactly.
to the season. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was real healthy and fucking great. So I'm just like, it's very disappointing as always. I'm not a Met fan. I want to emphasize that, but I still root for any New York teams, plural.
Exactly.
But it's like the start was
But
crazy.
it was,
so it's
but
like
I-
it's hard to stomach. Like, why is it falling down now?
because I'm gonna get to it right now. I'm not no expert from what I can see. With the experience I have, the little bit of knowledge I have with my team, because I only follow my team. I only follow my team. And the thing is that every person that gets into the Mets, they show off, they do good, and then they stop.
There's no consistency.
Cespedes, perfect example.
My guy. I know.
I love Cespedes. I love him to death. But
Great player, man.
I tell you one thing I do not like about him. He's not a
Smoking cigarettes in the
consistent player.
dugout?
He's not a consistent player, bro. He is not. He's the type of player right now. I understand what Jenkins was saying earlier that ever since Cespi left, it's been
I don't know if that because I don't know if that guy recorded.
it did record it.
They recorded? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
it
sorry.
recorded.
So we had a little difficulty.
So if it didn't, we would just. What I'm saying is that we was having, a better moment of baseball. We was winning teams, but if you notice, the time Cespedes was actually he was cold. He was just coming in late games out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Game saver.
Right.
3 times in a row. That doesn't give you the fact that he is the team driver of this team. He's not gonna win you the game.
I beg to concur.
But his presence brings a lot of attitude
That's what I was gonna get
into the thing. So that's why I agree with Jackin that we need him ASAP.
Alright, so-
Because Jay Bruce, I love Jay Bruce. Am I happy with the move with Jay Bruce? Not 100%. Because as Jackin was talking, we was talking the other day, what we're gonna do with players like Dominic Smith, that's a hungry player.
Yeah.
That's a hungry player. No matter how much you think he didn't expect you, play him. What happened with Conforto? We played him. What he did? He played the shit out of
Yeah,
the
but
game.
Conforto, I don't mean to cut you off. Conforto was a first round pick. We expected him to be good.
Exactly.
Nemo was a first round pick. We expected him to be good.
But Nemo had a slow start.
Yeah,
Nobody.
but-
and now he didn't
And
throw.
Louis, let me again. I'm not to cut you off. Louis, tell me if I'm right or I'm wrong. The Mets thought Nemo was going to be better than Conforto.
They did.
Of course.
They did.
No, they
did.
said-
I remember
And
when
when we
Louis used to
brought
tell me, "Yo, wait till we
when
bring
we-
up Brandon Nemo."
I think Nemo is better than Conforto,
You
bro.
losing your top
I'd
up.
say- yes,
Definitely
yes.
losing your top up. Wow.
I
Nemo
think
didn't show me
so.
enough. Nemo did not show me enough. Conforto's an all-star. You can't compare it.
Wow.
Nemo didn't show
Bro.
me enough. Conforto's an all-star.
Bro.
Conforto right now, I'm
They
gonna tell-
haven't gave Nemo the chances that
Yeah,
they gave
but
Conforto,
the thing
though.
is, they did. Why would they?
What chances?
Well, it's happening now. We'll see at the end of the season.
Now, yeah, now.
We'll see at the end
And
of
what
the
do we
season.
see?
He's producing.
Ah.
But I tell you right
Yeah,
now.
but
Oh,
listen.
But when
Hold
Conforto's
on.
locked down,
The
Conforto's locked
The
down.
Mets are like the J.R. Smiths of baseball. They're the most inconsistent team in the MLB.
But that comes from management.
Right, J.K. Smith.
It comes from management.
It's not. Management is one thing, but you know what? You put a team on the field, and they can't. For one, they can't stay healthy. When they do stay healthy, they're not producing. Like you have a bunch of hot and cold players. We have no consistent player on our team right now, with the exception of probably Cabby and DeGrom. DeGrom and Cabby are probably the most consistent players we have.
Exactly. And everybody was talking shit about Cabby.
And then you got Lugo and you got Gazelman in our bullpen. So those are our 4 guys.
The
that are consistent
shitty
right
part is
All right.
now they want to bring
Hold
up
on,
Lugo.
guys. All right,
But we
guys.
have-
all
But
right,
you
hold
guys
on.
never let me
Hold
finish.
on,
You
hold
guys
on.
kept
now.
cutting me
Hold
off.
on. Hold on. Come on, we could be here all day talking
Yeah,
about
but you
the
know, I
Mets.
was still trying to make my point across,
my
and I
bad.
was
All right, my
cut
bad.
twice.
Let me finish, Louis. Again, my fault. Excuse me, I apologize. Go ahead, cut.
Okay,
Go ahead,
so
Risky.
I'm gonna end it real quick. It's only gonna take 1 minute.
Go ahead.
My thing is now with this team, right? Like you said, what we're gonna do now when it's time to bring up these players? Like right now, Dominic's name, I don't think they gotta do something. They gotta do something. Nemo is hot. Nemo is
They're
hot.
not thinking about Dominic. Dominic is
So
done.
this team needs a rebuild.
Dominic's not thinking about
I'm
it.
sorry. These big contracts that they signed, they mean nothing.
Because
They mean nothing. I don't trust Cespedes' contract anymore. I don't trust
Do you
Jay
understand
Bruce's
what a
contract
rebuild
anymore.
is? A rebuild means that we
We need one veteran and we need all these kids to come up because you know why? We have really good players.
No,
bro.
I don't know if we have good players in the front. Like seriously,
No,
I mean,
we
we got,
don't- no.
We got
Okay.
Cicchini and we
Okay.
got Dominic Smith. Whatever.
Okay,
Dominic
so
Smith.
what happens when this guy
Nobody else.
comes back? TJ
Cespedes.
Rivera. He was good.
TJ Rivera is not an all-star.
But he's not. We're not talking about all star.
No, but I'm
but is
saying
he
he-
good?
he-
Is you think he could be something big if you play him?
I don't think
he
he's-
hasn't gotten played enough.
I don't think he's Justin Turner. I don't think he's Daniel
But
Murphy.
he hasn't gotten played
I
enough.
think
We
he's
didn't know
solid.
Justin Turner was going to turn out the way he did.
I was
That
always a
team,
fan.
that change of team, blew him up. Sometimes some people cannot, be a big star in the starting team, but there'll be a team they'll spark him and become a big star.
I don't know if that's it.
And you know what I remember? Because
the-
Lou told me this in 2015. Watch Justin Turner.
I
He knows everything about
me
the
too.
Mets.
Me
Watch
too.
him, and he will call out. Watch him home run right now.
I think they
Boom,
traded him.
home
I think
run.
they traded him because he had the blonde hair. He had the blonde hair they traded. They didn't like that he had the blonde.
Go-
Because he was always good. What happened was he played the same position as Murphy. But you know what? Nobody in the Mets organization had half a brain to move to third base. He goes to the Dodgers, goes to third base.
Exactly.
Now he's top 5 third baseman in the league.
Murphy
That's
left.
the Mets manager. for
Murphy
you.
left, and what happened?
Murphy, same thing. We
Great
paid,
in the-
we
in
paid
the Nationals.
Neil Walker.
Great. He killed us last
We paid
year.
Neil Walker almost the same salary. And Murphy was ready to take a pay cut to come to us. We let him go.
Nah, he wanted more money. He wanted more money.
No, but he was going to
All
take
right,
a pay
before
cut.
we waste more time of podcast, Risky, what was your point?
So my point is, this is the only point I have. My point
Okay.
is, so what happens if Mickey Callaway cannot bring this team, make it into a winning team?
Nobody gives a.
Listen, Mickey
Seriously.
Callaway is
What's
his
gonna happen?
It's his first year. He's a rookie.
Okay.
You gotta let him be. And just to answer your last question, just answer your thing, and Louis, you can continue with whatever you're gonna do.
No.
But just when you ask for a rebuild, you know what a rebuild means? Rebuild means we trade DeGrom and Syndergaard.
We can't do that.
But that's a rebuild. A rebuild means we get rid of our best players and start getting prospects. That's a rebuild. Well, we don't need a rebuild. What we need to do is make a couple of trades. The problem is we don't have the prospects to get anybody big. And we don't have the players. Nobody wants our players. And the players that we do want, if we give them up, we give up our integrity of our team.
All right, Louis.
If we give up the
Put your input in this.
If we give up the Grom, we're done. If we give up Thor, we're done. If we give up Cespi, which at this point I don't think people want Cespi because of his contract.
Because he's not a consistent player, bro.
But
He's been traded so many times,
Listen,
bro.
but you know what? If he's healthy, he's top 3 at his position, easily. Not even a question. He wasn't even hitting for average, but he was like I think top 3 in RBIs. That says a lot, man. That means when it comes down to clutch, you're clutch. You know what we don't have? Fucking clutch.
My input is we just lost half of the audience because we're speaking about the New York Mets. Unfortunately, as you can see, guys, I try to get us to move along, but
Sorry, we're passionate.
Risky B's
I mean, obviously-
passionate point
And
about
I'm
the
passionate
Mets
too.
Okay,
And I'm
but look,
passionate too. All right,
I'm
fuck
actually
you, man.
counting the
needed
minutes.
to be.
I'm counting the minutes because I'm actually seeing everything here, and we only talked about the Mets recorded 6 minutes.
Yeah, but all right, whatever.
6 minutes.
Go ahead. You know what that
Everything
means?
else?
You know what that means? That means
50
That was
minutes.
the typical tech question that you
I'd
get.
like to say something about the
Yeah,
When you go,
Hold on.
You mean
fix
answer.
your
The
computer.
non-Met fan. Go ahead, non-Met
At the
fan.
Geek-
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Geek
What
Squad.
I recommend the Mets should do as a suggestion.
You better not say trade anything to the Yankees.
Oh man, you know I was going there.
Guess you.
And this is why I try to change the topic, but nobody wants to follow the lead.
Okay.
Give me DeGrom. Give me DeGrom out there and give me Levins off that bullpen. Just give me.
Okay, let's change this topic. Come on, Lou.
Blevins.
I want to hear what we got.
I hate these
And then
Yankees.
we'll win championships for the city. Thank you.
You know what? I second that. Y'all probably
We
would.
need a lefty
Y'all
out that
probably would, but
bullpen.
we're not doing it.
You give me another.
Let's stay on
ace,
sports, though.
and
Hold
I
on.
guarantee you the Yankees will win 2 more
my
chips.
If the Yankees,
This
if the Yankees win the World
2018,
Series,
and
if
the
the Yankees
Yankees
win the
win the
World
World
Series this year, are they gonna go visit Trump?
Yeah. A word. You know what? That's a good question.
If the
Will
Yankees win the World
Will the
Series,
Yankees visit Trump?
will the Yankees?
Now you going left right now.
Will the Yankees visit Trump? So will any of these baseball teams visit Trump? Because the last team to visit them, my man Altuve, the little small guy, my guy, he was grilling Trump like he wanted to stab him.
All right, this is how a true Yankee fan I am.
Altuve Venezuelan,
This is
bro.
a true Yankee fan I am.
He MS-13, bro.
Hit y'all-
Yo, chill,
I'ma hit
bro.
y'all with the straight
Chill.
booyah.
MS-13 and Tekashi is not who the
For my
mess with.
motherfuckers, I don't know what
Booyah
booyah
mean, the straight stab. Reason the Yankees might go there, or I don't know. if
They
they'll
will go there.
Hold on, we're gonna see what happens if the the Capitals or the Knights go there.
So you suggested that hockey teams are going to go there for sure?
We'll find out. I'm not.
Don't
not
even take it
saying
there, buddy.
Thank you.
I'm not saying, man. We're gonna find out what happens first.
But hockey's predominantly white and European.
Exactly.
And foreign.
So we
Canadian is foreign.
if they don't go,
Don't take it there, buddy.
baseball's not going.
They can,
What?
Believe that.
So you're telling me if
Because it's trendy.
But the
It's
Yankee,
trendy.
Trump's a Yankee fan.
It's trendy. It's
yeah,
trendy.
he's a Yankee fan.
Trump's a Yankee fan,
It's
bro.
trendy though.
Just if you have that guy,
It's trendy though.
it's the
But
Yankees.
you know what?
It's trendy though.
You know what?
If
I need Adam
football team not
Judge.
going, then baseball. I mean, what's the other one? Football team not going.
Basketball not going.
Basketball not going. Hockey team not going.
I don't know,
Baseball not
man.
going.
But if you look
it's
at
trendy.
time out. If you think about it,
It's a triple
football and
effect.
basketball have
That's
the
what I said.
biggest minorities in all sports. If you look at baseball is like versatile. You have a lot of countries in it, but football and basketball are like USA minorities. You know, and we're the ones that are affected the most by what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Again,
I don't know if these foreign players are affected by it.
everybody falls into a trend. Whatever somebody's doing, they're gonna wear it. If
Risky.
I wear bell bottoms again in 2020, if Kanye wears bell bottoms or Drake wearing bell bottoms, motherfuckers gonna be wearing bell bottoms 2022. Believe that.
So you
It's trendy.
So you
this
say
nation is a
so you
trendy
say
nation.
so you say.
For selected few though.
But let me
Believe that.
ask you a question.
Selected
Let me
few.
ask you a question. If the hockey teams don't go, the Yankees are not gonna go. Cause you said trendy. Now, let's say the Capitals and the Golden Knights, they don't go.
Top three sports in America: football,
Basketball,
baseball.
But you're saying trendy. Trendy right now, basketball and football said, "Go fuck yourself. We're not going." So if you saying hockey goes, if hockey don't
If
go,
hockey don't go, they definitely won't go.
Yankees ain't going.
No.
Risky.
I want the Yankees to win a
I'm sorry,
championship
Yankee
today
fan.
just to see them.
Trump is a Yankee fan. What do you think? Get the fuck
America
out.
is
As
capitalism.
hold on, as Met
trendy.
fans, we don't have to have
That's
this
my
argument because
opinion,
Trump's
dog.
gonna be like, no, the Mets not, no, we don't want them in here. Don't get those Mets in here.
No.
They're Dominican.
But
They got that guy Jose. I know that guy Jose Reyes personally. He's not a good guy. Guy Jose Reyes.
Risky, what do you think? You think the Yankees aren't going? Yankees are going, man.
They going in,
They have
bro.
to.
They have
Yeah,
to.
they have
bro.
Yeah, but you said it's trendy.
I'm only listen. Listen, honestly, I'm gonna tell you.
The real motherfuckers.
Hold on.
Okay, hold on.
on.
Let's keep the.
Listen,
we're
man.
clipping.
Listen, Craig, let's
We're
get this right,
clipping the
yeah.
volume. We need to bring it down a little bit.
But Yankees,
Go ahead, Risky. Go ahead, Risky.
We need to bring it down.
Risky.
We're clipping.
Risky.
It's getting the story.
The tech guy.
Look at that. Look. You gotta look.
Oh, the tech guy. Don't get it. Go
Okay.
Go ahead. Come
We
on.
got passionate here. You know?
Okay.
Go ahead.
The minute when I saw that they got Giancarlo Stanton, I already knew this team is gonna go all the way in
I don't know if
to
they're
the
going
World
all the way,
Series,
though.
bro. They're going all the way in,
We
bro.
got that. But are they gonna go to see the president?
They're number one now.
No.
are they gonna go
Are
to
they
the
gonna
White
go
House?
see the president?
Oh,
See
they
Trump
definitely
if
gonna
they
go
win
to the
the
White
World
House.
Series.
Remember, listen to this. None of them got a goatee, so they all going in. They got no facial hair, so you already know they in there like
You gotta
swimwear.
go to you're not welcome.
Exactly.
What I'm trying to say
guy-
is,
You got
Good
Dominican players in there, then you be like, is he
He has a
Dominican
great
or
point.
he's
All
a
right.
quarter white?
All right,
Right? He's
back
a quarter
right.
white.
You can't come to the
all
White
right,
House
so
if you got facial hair.
Louis,
What's up?
are they going?
To the White House?
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
They're
bro.
going, bro.
My second question is, do you agree with the other teams not going? Like,
Do I agree?
Do you agree with Golden State? Do you agree with Philadelphia not going? Because my point of view is,
They're not gonna go.
some people want to meet the president. Even if he's an asshole, it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
We spoke about this earlier, and me personally, I'm dying to meet the biggest
The-
asshole president of all time.
Bro, basketball teams are
Yo,
not going. Those are
Everybody's
good
gonna
players,
talk.
bro.
Hold on. Everybody's
Smack
gonna
DVD
Time
of
out.
presidents.
Everybody's gonna talk
know
about
about
Trump,
Smack DVD.
bro, for the
Yeah, yeah.
rest of a generation, bro. Everybody's gonna be like, yo, that motherfucker Trump. You think we talked about Bush? Man, I'll be like, yo, I met Trump, bro.
Oh, Clinton.
fuck.
Clinton is-
He really is an asshole.
Shit.
You know what's even? You were talking about asshole. You know what really made me hate him? When he started shooting free throws with my island. Motherfucker.
Yeah, we got to edit this out. Why
That's
you
a
gotta?
mother-
Why you didn't say it?
Free throws with
Why
my
you said
island.
it like that?
And
bro?
my island right now, it hurts that my island is fucking struggling.
Como mierda.
Yo.
Nah,
It's
but
struggling,
let's-
and the numbers are so tainted. Like, Louis, right? These numbers are crazy, bro.
Man, we gonna get into that, man. It's something that we was talking about getting into here, man. Which is why we all rocking these Puerto Rican hats, man.
Which, by the way, on
And-
the other podcast, I got to do another shout out. Pardon me, Louis A. I got to do another shout out. The two hats that my man
Oh,
Louis
yeah,
A
yeah,
and Risky
yeah.
B are wearing. That's for Two Deep Apparel. You can follow them on Instagram. 2_deepapparel.clothing. For those hats, those are old school. They got newer hats. They're dope. Good people, man. Those are my bros.
Definitely,
For
definitely.
this Bushwick hats, you can follow DJ Frank White at Instagram. If not, you can go to his website. You can get him on the website. It's bushwick.bigcartel.com for the Bushwick hats. You got dad hats. You got regular hats. Shit is dope. Those are my people's.
Brooklyn.
So again, back to the Puerto Rico thing. That's what we got the Puerto Rican logo on. It's our weekend, but on top of it, we feel for our people out there. Louis got a lot more information than I do. I'm gonna take over.
So we're gonna kick it right to it, like Jack Ann was saying, man. We're gonna get a little samba at the moment here. A lot of y'all know that this Puerto Rican Day, us as New Yorkers, especially us as New Yorkers, I don't know how it is around all around the country, but I think we as Spanish people, whether you're Dominican, Colombian, anything, every Spanish person knows when Puerto Rican Day
Latino person
is coming
Yeah,
up.
but it's Boricua right now. Excuse
Say
me.
Latino.
I mean,
first.
Everybody's Boricua this
All
weekend.
right, let Louis talk.
It's like
That's
Cinco de
what's
Mayo.
up.
Cinco de Mayo, everybody's Mexican. We all love each other.
Exactly.
We all
Spanish.
Hispanics. We all Hispanic. We
I
all
like
love
to
each other.
scream Spanish
That's it.
for the simple fact that it's a whole different argument and big debate. So I like to just say Latino for
That's
sure.
Dope.
it. We're
I
all
got-
the
I like that.
same, bro.
Dope. I
We're
like
all
that.
the same.
La raza. We all.
I like that, and especially
All
you bring
flags
you
together.
bring up a very good point because I think as Latinos, and I mean everybody has their own way, but I mean I identify as Taino everywhere
That's
that
the Indians
everywhere
from-
that I go.
That's the Native American,
You
the
know?
native people from our country, from our island.
So
For Dominican Republic also as well.
I mean I don't
Puerto
I
Rico and
can't get into
Dominican
the
Republic,
I can't get into the history because we'll be here all day. I mean I definitely
Right, we'll be
understand.
here- we'll be here for hours
We'll
and
be here.
days
Then it'll be the Wu Tang
and months.
podcast before you know it.
Word.
And we'll be here spitting knowledge, and then the Illuminati won't support us, and then we'll really lose numbers. So but back to it. We're gonna get back to it, man. Puerto Rican Day is coming up, and not to get off the point, but a lot of New York Ricans that a lot of people like to call it, are gonna be celebrating something that's going on, and you're celebrating an island that I think a lot of people should be knowing, because mainstream media really, I mean, now they're starting to report about it because shit is about to hit the fan, so they have no other option but to do it. So it's something that we've been reading about. We've been trying to cover we're trying to cover a lot of stories, but this is something that all of us covered. And my
close to
man
the heart.
my
It's
man
close to the heart.
Risky actually next week will be interviewing. Who's are you gonna be interviewing again?
We're gonna be interviewing
Well, I
the
think all of us,
man.
all of us, right? We're gonna have all of us.
Well,
Right?
he got the best Spanish.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we were
Okay.
It's Risky Connect.
So
Risky, I'm sorry.
the person we interviewing next week, his name is Johnny Figueroa.
Okay.
He is a veteran in civil defense. That's like first responders, like for any disaster or any emergency situations. His, the team that he works in, like that type of group those are the first to aid people before cops or ambulance get there. Like they get the first calls, they're there aiding until they get all the support from the government. And I had the honor and the pleasure to speak with him. We were conversating earlier today for like about 20 minutes, and I was explaining to him the whole situation that we wanted to get into. The what's the name of that judge, that lady again? Luciana, I think is.
I know her last name is
Roski?
Arroyo because my last name is Arroyo.
So
but go ahead.
there's
Big ups to
something
the Royals.
there's something
Big
that
ups to
they,
the
they want
Royals.
to speak about, and there's a lot of sides to this story. The one that I was explained by this gentleman, that he's actually day by day working.
Well, we're
every
gonna
day.
let him explain it.
He is gonna
next
explain
week.
it, but I'm just gonna throw a little brief,
That's very interesting.
little hints
Very interesting.
of what we spoke about. And to be honest, it's very controversial. You guys might think, but it's a very big, delicate topic. Like
Definitely is, definitely.
Like right
A
now,
lot of corruption, man.
not a corruption, but like the death toll right now in Puerto Rico is because of the aftermath. It really wasn't by the cause of the hurricane and process, and they just starting to get to it because they still rebuilding this island. They really
Let me add, hold on, I'm sorry to cut you off. Let me add that the official count that the government gave was 64. Now, a Harvard study, and this is a study, this is not the official estimated number. And like I said, not even the major news outlets got, the real information. I mean, I hope that this is gonna bring the real information. We're trying to get to the real information, which is why we're gonna be interviewing somebody who's actually on the island. And I'm gonna let you get back to that, but I just don't want to lose my point. 4,645, a Harvard University study saying that is the actual death toll of aftermath during whatever the case may
But
be.
it wasn't as of now.
But it's
Actually, it
it's-
could be
it's
bigger.
still, that's
Like,
70
he was telling me
times.
it could be
That's,
more.
Yeah, but that's 70
it could be,
times
definitely.
It could be
It
more,
could
he
be
said.
way more
Right,
too.
well, what is it?
Because this study
the
was
study.
We have an
last year.
article here
This
that
was
says
like 6 months
we have
ago.
an article here that's saying that's 70 times more than what the government's official count was. That's crazy.
wild.
Because they haven't gotten to it. It's
I'm
not really
saying
that they're
it's
not. They're
still
not
crazy,
But
man.
listen. But
Fuck.
but if you go right now, if you go to like these newspapers like El Nuevo Dia, that's like the Daily
Spanish,
News over
yeah.
here, but in Spanish version, or the Vocero, which is the Post. And these people were asked, we need to know really what's the count, what's everything. And
but-
these people, one second, these people remember, they're not like in Venezuela or anything like, oh, if the government tells us we can't say anything, we can't say anything. This is not the point. Puerto Rico's still America. So they were asking, they were like, fine, we can get you that number. And that's when Harvard, like 5 or 6 months ago, they went there and they did the count. And it was up to 41. But as they still rebuilding this island, there's more counts.
This is but
Well,
the
this
way-
is-
the
It's more
article we have-
counts.
Yeah, Louis, yeah, Louis,
This
yeah.
is this. I mean, this is the very reason why we can't really rely. I mean, I believe podcast is going to be the future of news and the future of everything. I mean, I believe you'll be getting your news
to the people.
from podcasts
Voice to the people.
and everything, which is why you guys should support every podcast, not just ours, but every podcast. Because, listen, I mean, we're amateurs, and you know, if it was, there's going to be people who's going to be hearing this for the first time from us, and I'm proud of that. Even if it's one person, two people, you know. Why are we hearing about this now? How long ago was Hurricane Maria?
But again, it's like what he said. They haven't gotten to it. They're not trying to hide it.
They haven't got to it still, though.
Yeah, but
Because they still rebuilding the island. There's still island. There's still no
Yeah, but
power.
I don't know if they haven't.
in most parts of the
I don't
island
know.
still.
I don't
think-
know if they haven't got to it. I know you keep saying
Remember-
that, but I don't know if that's true, cuz. And it may be
But
true.
remember,
and it may be true, and we're not there, right? You
Well,
know-
I'm getting these sources from a government worker.
Okay.
He works for the government.
so he says
like
that
I
they
said.
haven't got to it.
They haven't gotten to the whole island. There's some parts. Remember, Puerto Rico is not like what you think. Puerto Rico is not just a straight flat road.
Of course.
It's
So you're telling me it
mountains.
wasn't the government? You're telling me that this number
That-
right here has nothing to do with the government or nothing to do with
The
how
government is
aid
not,
or anything was
no,
handled.
No, I'm telling you right now, from my sources, and this guy we talking about this, he's not a Trump supporter.
Well, we're gonna
he
talk-
is
we're gonna talk
not.
to-
No, we ain't talking to-
Okay,
I
but
have nothing to do with
okay,
Trump.
but because a lot of people bash him, but
Nah,
he
no.
explained me details like we send billions. Billions.
Yeah, in the United States. Yeah.
To aid them, and we still are. We send the best electrical team we
So
can
it
possibly
is.
do.
So is it on a local level? So you're telling the local
This
government
is a low.
the
Exactly.
local government failed.
Exactly. Because it's not
Wow,
that they
that's
failed.
big.
The corruption,
It's
bro.
not that they, no,
The
but he's
freaking
telling me
corruption,
no,
man.
it's not
This is
corruption.
coming from
Listen,
a Puerto Rico. He's a. Let me just give them the background. Rico was born and raised in Puerto Rico.
No, I was
this
born
is
and
coming-
raised here
I mean, he
until
was
I
born
was
and raised
4.
here, but he was
And then
you get
raised
it.
all my
He's
life
a
over
very
there.
native. He's a native Puerto Rican. A lot of his family from Puerto Rico. The contact that he got, I believe, is from people that he knows in Puerto Rico. So I just want to let y'all know that. Right now. Okay, continue.
So what it is really is that, like the way he was explaining to me, it's really sad because you got roads that the size of apartments, so small. Trucks cannot pass when you have thousands of trees, hundreds of trees on the floor. And like what Louis, me and him was discussing before the podcast, is this old electrical system that needed to be upgraded 30, 40 years ago. And they're blaming this government now. You cannot blame something that a person has only taken in charge of this island for only 15 months. The previous people before him, blame them because they had the money to do it. And what happened? They wasted the money stupidly, illegally. Understand? That's why the island has no funds.
So it was corruption. in a sense?
It's not corruption
Sounds
now.
like corruption,
No. But listen, let me finish. It was not corruption. It's not because of corruption now, but it was because corruption before. But nobody,
Yeah.
as I used to live there, I experienced 3 hurricanes. 3 Hurricane Irma, George was really bad. To be honest,
Was it
before-
Ugo back?
think
Was it
none
Ugo back?
I don't
Ugo
think
was back,
none-
right?
I don't think
let
none
me
was
let me
Maria,
get to it. Let me get to it. From all the hurricanes, if you want to find a hurricane that was bad, before Maria, was George. George was really bad. I was in my house. I was like, nah, it's not gonna be crazy. While me and my brother was playing Battleship, bro, the fucking roof flew out, bro. The only part that's concrete in there and wooden houses is the bathroom.
Shout out to Battleship.
So, how you call that? And we're not endorsing any means me mentioning that brand. Like I said, but listen. So the problem was that if these electrical things were replaced 30, 40 years ago, the island wouldn't be that bad. It would have survived and got better. But the problem is that, like I said before, is that they didn't prepare like they were supposed to prepare. People took this shit light like a regular hurricane.
But can you prepare for a Category 5 hurricane?
But nobody knew it was gonna be a Category 5 until a few days.
They were saying,
No. Your mother was supposed to go to Puerto Rico. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right
Islands
now.
were lost, bro. Prior to
Let me
this.
finish. Watch. Let me get my point across, and you guys can talk everything.
I mean,
Listen, when his mother was going to Puerto Rico, your mother was gonna go there Monday. Everything was paid because the hurricane was only Category 2, and it wasn't gonna pass Puerto Rico. Reportedly. And this is not coming from government. We're talking about meteorologists, Weather Channel.
Rogers don't know shit.
Exactly. What happens Tuesday afternoon? Breaking news. Hurricane Irma, Category 5 degrees, will hit Puerto Rico 95%. That's enough time for the island to prepare?
Let me
For this type of damage this thing did, it's ridiculous.
No way.
There's no way. There's no time. Guys, there's no time. There weren't time.
No way.
People really took this shit light. You can't blame the government 100% when the people took this shit really
I
light.
mean, I don't know if enough information to blame the government.
Because-
but from what everybody's saying, it sounds like corruption to me. But I don't know.
But that's what it was.
I'm
Corruption, but
ignorant
back
towards
in the
it.
days, the reason why people keep bringing the corruption thing is because they had the funds
And they didn't do anything.
give us new power,
And
new
they didn't-
electrical,
and they didn't do anything with
new
it.
water, and they didn't do anything with it.
Okay.
That's where the corruption.
And
We're
now they're-
talking about
and-
30 years
and
ago.
now they're expecting to bail out
And
from
now,
the US.
exactly, that's the problem.
So
that's
that's
why
why-
there's
that-
a big problem
that's
with
why
this. It's a
Trump-
controversial.
so that's
People
why
that don't
Trump was
know,
shooting jump shots
they
to
talk
us.
it. And you know what?
Fuck him.
No. Listen, but that man right there, you can talk all the shit he wants, and whatever thing he did for the media, because obviously the more they hate him, the more fame he gets. Because that's what it's been lately. But one thing, that man never denied. There was a medical ship, not a boat, a fucking carrier, in two parts of the island, north and south. And what was doing? Aiding top-notch doctors, bro. At the same time, we were
So then why
suffering.
would rappers and all these people send their money out there?
Hold up.
Why would they complain if there was nothing
Because
going
you know
out
why?
there?
You know why they
Why
were
would they
doing?
complain about the
But let me
president?
finish right now. Watch. You know why? Because the speed of aid was lacked very hard because it was so much people in need. They couldn't get to everybody. So what's the only source fastest way? When you want to send your mother money
This
through
point was a
MoneyGram.
lot stronger than that Mets point, bro. I wish we'd have got to the segment quicker,
but
though.
I'm almost done.
actually
I'm almost done. But you
entertained.
know
Go
what?
ahead, go ahead.
I'm almost done. But one thing I'm gonna tell you is that right now, when you want to buy something, let's say through Amazon,
Right.
and you really I want this item. This is so cool. I really want it. You want to do the free shipping and wait a whole week? A whole week without
you-
your
or you
device,
want- or you
or
want
you want to
immediately?
pay $5 to get it tomorrow? That's why rappers got involved, because you know why? The island was so desperate in need of help, bro,
Because that's-
that they had to get involved.
Because that's the whole point,
Hold
man.
on, hold on. Let me, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I want to ask Crack, because Crack hasn't got involved in this conversation. I just want to ask him real quick if we could just try to keep it brief for timing. What's your thoughts on this whole thing, man?
Man, I think
On everything we just
hold on.
covered
No
up.
thoughts is a complete catastrophe on this. So,
Catastrophe.
Catastrophe. That's right.
excuse me.
Players fuck
My
up.
birthday. It's
more than catastrophe.
You got a couple of shots. We got a couple of shots. We feel nice.
Couple.
Go ahead.
Anyway, like I said, between Dominicans and Puerto Ricans is like a neighboring country. So it's like it touched home to me because all my friends and I have family that
I mean,
are
Maria
Puerto
touched
Rican.
Dominican
You know what
Republic
I'm
too,
saying?
right?
Yeah, it hurt
I
y'all.
did. It hit some. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
My fault.
Lightly, but thank God.
It did. It did touch. It
yeah.
does touch the country. As far as my native family, it came off pretty points good, but it's just very. Yo, estamos tristes de eso. Look, yo.
It's too much.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just speechless.
It's really
Yeah,
sad.
man.
It's really sad,
I
but
really
it's just
have
that
no
situation,
input,
I
but
really
just say this
yeah.
is like I'm just feeding off of y'all input right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I appreciate it.
And I'm feeding off a risky. I don't know much. All I know is that the
No,
one
no,
thing,
no.
the one thing that stands out
out
what you say.
man, like.
I mean, it's terrible. But the one thing that you said, and I don't think you understand what you said, and I'm not again. It's no trying to
Go
play
ahead.
like that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
When there's a catastrophe or there's an emergency, the time you react to it is very important.
Exactly, but
If there's a house burning down, right? The time for that fire department to get to that fucking house is very important. So,
Exactly.
So when you're saying, I know U.S. they gave us aid again.
But it's
I
not
wanna
only
know-
because of the
I want
aid.
to know. I'm very.
They had nowhere to go.
I'm very ignorant to this topic, so I don't know. Risky's the one that knows a lot more than me, and Louis A probably does know more than me. I'm very ignorant to this, but just based on what was said today, Trump or whoever helped us out, dope. That's great. When you have, famous people or rich people, when they get involved, they're not getting involved because they, they want to. Let me not say that. They're getting involved
It's the
because
clout.
the
It's
clock
the
is
clout.
because you're not moving fast enough.
But-
so because you're not, so if I send ships that have quadruple what these people are sending, so I don't know what J Lo did. I don't know what Fat Joe did. I don't know what Daddy Yank. I don't know what they did, but I know they did something. Mello, they sent stuff out there.
But all their
the
stuff they
concert, all
said
that shit.
was blocked.
But I'm just saying,
they
listen-
couldn't take it into the island. They couldn't take it to the people.
But-
there was no open
no
roads.
trucks.
There's no trucks.
I know.
There's massive tree breed in the floor.
But I'm
No
saying-
car could get through.
You're right, but I'm saying the fact that they got involved and they went and they tried.
Because they have no choice. They want it. If you
No,
really love,
You have a choice.
yeah, but you know what?
You have a
what
choice.
we talking?
No, but I'm saying they had a choice and they decided to do that. That means that the government's not acting fast enough.
Go.
But again, I don't know enough about this. But
I understand what the speed thing you're talking about.
Next week, we're gonna talk to somebody that has a lot more knowledge about this than the three of us. I like to say though, I like to say just for today, our second time recording, it was dope.
Blast, man. It was a blast.
It was good,
Thank
man.
y'all.
I
Thank
hope
y'all.
whoever's watching it, the whole 5 listeners or whatever, when we get better, or we start seeing more people.
I'ma leave a
I hope
food
you
for
guys-
thought for
I hope
us
you
for
guys-
next week.
I hope you guys enjoy. We're trying this. This was an idea by Louis A, and we're trying to bring it into fruition. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I mean, you guys.
I'm
can
gonna
talk.
close it out. I was waiting for the birthday boy
Yeah,
to
so,
close it
I mean-
out, man. I'm gonna give my closing statements. I'm gonna let Risky do it, and then we gonna let Crack do it. Thank you everybody that's following us. Thank you everybody that's going along in this ride, man. I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else, man. To be honest with y'all, man. I've told y'all this. Y'all don't know what we go through these text messages and these phone calls
But
and
it's
these
love.
conference
It's
calls.
love. It's love.
But
It's
man,
love.
I
It's
wouldn't
love.
want to do it with anybody else,
It's love.
man.
It's love.
Risky beat.
Y'all done
So-
heard them motherfucking calls.
How you want to finish it? Final thoughts. Missy?
Not final thoughts, honestly. I think we said what we wanted to say. We haven't finished. We're going to have more time, obviously, next week. But one thing I'm going to leave you with, because I want you to leave with a positive note. I don't want you to leave with
Okay.
something that I did not leave behind.
Man, some grief.
Like I said before, like he said, time is money. The island needed help on time. But if you don't have an open road, there's no way to do it. Remember, you got people climbing. They had to put those posts. 1 second.
This man is just in the business of proving points today.
No. But let me finish, Louis. Come on.
Facts.
You know how those electrical poles, like 20 men on their shoulder, they had to bring that in. So you tell me what kind of speed a man carrying that kind of
Nah, but,
brutality.
cuz
do
again-
that. And on the last note, remember what happened with Houston at the same time? What happened with Florida? We still had to aid those people while we had to aid Puerto Rico. So I leave you in the
point.
positive note.
Great
Oh,
Thank
that
you,
wasn't no
everybody.
positive note. That was a let me get this last
That was a
low
body
blow
bag.
in.
That
But
was
I-
a body bag. I'm a
Thank
body
you, everybody, for joining
Hold on,
us.
Thank you, everybody.
Before we go,
Before we go,
we got at what can I reach you, Risky, if they want to go to your page?
They can go to KNOB_. That's Nobi. That's on Instagram.
Louis A.
at Best Style Lou, I think. I don't even know, bro. And you?
I'm Jack Ends. Jack JECKNZ
And
on Instagram.
I got no fuck you social media. Fuck you.
Either
I don't
way,
got
yo,
none of that
guys.
bullshit.
It was great.
Yo, we are the 2 to 1 show. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We only gonna get better. We only gonna keep doing what we doing. Thank y'all for tuning in. Have a good night.
Time to get drunk
Kids,
with
go
Crack.
to sleep.
Happy
Y'all gotta
birthday.
keep them on
It's time to
board.
get drunk.